homies. See you guys.
Hey man, all right.
I'll be going back and forth. I might catch up with you. XSR 900, an MT-07 and an MT-09 all just hanging out, and they saw me. They're like, hey, come over here. I didn't even realize when I pulled in, I kind of went over to a different side of the parking lot to check my phone. They're like, come over here and look at our bikes. It's too warm. There's that Ferrari. It's a little too warm to be sitting still for that long. I don't want to shoot the shit all day. I want to ride. Ridden the shit out of the Z900. I was thinking about getting that bike. I don't know, man. This bike looks so much better than mine. I really, really like that redesign. Might have to do a little trade-in. Pretty sure every single part of mine will swap right over. ZX-4 looking sick.
The 24 model. It's got Z900 RS, ZX-4RR, Ninja 400.
Now that we're finally away from that copyrighted music, I can have some chat with y'all. So we're on the 2023 ZX-4RR. And already it feels just like a baby ZX6. I'll never understand how they gave this bike a quick shifter up and down, but they didn't give it to the ZX6. But this bike's quick shifter works well. I think it works better than the upshift works better than my ZX6 does. First to second on the ZX6 is very harsh. This was very smooth. Just clicks right into gear. Feels good. This does feel like a lightweight little bike. I know it's not as light as it could have been. It's not Ninja 400 light, but I'm coming off the 460-pound MT-10, so this thing feels like a little baby bike to me. Ergonomics feel fine. This feels very comfortable. I'm not uncomfortable at all. These stock foot pegs are low enough that it doesn't feel like you're crazy bent. It's definitely got more of a street bike seating position. My only other reference point is my ZX6, which is not stock. It has very high foot pegs. I've adjusted the clip-ons to be a little bit more forward, so it's a lot less comfortable. It's uncomfortable basically all the time, but it's for a reason. This bike feels very streetable. And the benefit of the 4-cylinder is it sounds good while you're doing it. Neutral's pretty easy to find. This shifter is very snickety. Kawasaki always does a good job with shift levers. Speaking of Kawasaki, I mean, there's a reason I own one. Not many brands are coming out here multiple times a year, giving away free test rides and cool experience, free Monster Energies. Very cool company. I respect them. That's why I keep buying I'm going to keep buying their bikes. I've bought one so far, but I'm going to buy another one. So third gear at 40 miles an hour, I just full throttled it and I went to 35 or 45. Yeah. So it's making noise, but it's not accelerating. But that's because I'm in the wrong gear. This bike has very little torque, so you have to keep it revved up. That's obvious. Let's hear what it sounds. Do a little quick shift. Oh. It sounds great. These front brakes feel nice. They feel very strong. I can't seem to get into neutral from second. I have to go down to first every time. I like these stock, this Kawasaki branded slider. It's minimal, but it looks nice. They put them on everything because these are test ride bikes, so they don't want people sliding, ruining the bike for the next person. Really like the body work. This looks sick. It's a great looking little bike. I just wish they wouldn't charge so much for them. That person's smoking with their windows up. That's hardcore. This thing has all the sounds you would ever want. But it's got very little torque. It's screaming and it's picking up speed decently, but it's not pulling me at all. It feels like I'm just approaching speed instead of being pulled to it. Wow, this is the second time I've gone to neutral. So from first to second, this bike finds neutral almost too easily. But I'm using the clutch, so I'll just use quick shifter. I'm programmed to not use the quick shifter first to second because both of my bikes just don't seem to like it. This bike's probably fine. It's probably fine. So far, the bike looks awesome. I think it's better looking than a Ninja 400. It's as good, or if not better looking than the ZX-6. It's nimble. I mean, it's on shitty little street tires, and it feels... Typically, these street tires are more rounded instead of pointed like a track tire would be, so they're a little more numb. They don't flick over as much. But these feel nimble. That little third gear pull from, whatever, I'm at 50. It's just not... It doesn't climb very fast, but it feels nice. I think the auditory experience makes you feel like you're doing more than you really are, and that's probably fine because some bikes are so damn fast that before your brain can even react, you're already speeding. This bike, you can hear it, have fun, and then look down and realize, oh, I'm almost to the speed limit, I can slow down now. Compared to the GSX-8S that I rode the other day, that bike pulled quite a bit more than this bike, and that's probably because I'm not able to get up into the power band. But that was pinned in second gear for 2 full seconds, and I barely made it to 50. So this is a different class of bike, at least with the stock tune. I know these bikes are pretty neutered from the stock tune, but this bike almost feels like a different class than the 8S did. That bike felt like a whole another group level ahead of this as far as power. What I should do is jump on the Ninja 400 and ride this same route with that bike. We'll see what the next availability is. I don't want to spend all day here. I'm going to come back tomorrow and ride some more stuff, but doing back-to-back on the 400, because I know the 400's it's going to have more immediate power because it's a twin. It's lighter than this bike by a lot. I want to say this bike's almost the same weight as a ZX-6, and it has like a third of the power. And it cost almost the same, so it's a hard purchase for me. That'd be a hard no for buying this, but I wanted to ride it because it's a really cool thing. Kawasaki did the unthinkable, and they brought a 4-cylinder to the market in the 400cc class. Let's try these brakes out. I will say the brakes feel great. Overall, if you ignore the price, I'd say it's a great bike. But when you start thinking about what else you can buy for that kind of money, it's a difficult decision. But I'm super happy I got to try it.
Alright, Ninja 1000 all the way up here, ZX right behind him. All right up there.
Now I get to think about what I'm going to ride next.
ZX-4 over here. We're going to work through the new riders and then we'll get the re-riders on the schedule. Yeah, he doesn't know.
Great bike. Alright, this is going to sound crazy. ZX-4RR, 6 out of 10. Ninja 400, 9 out of 10. I love this thing. That was more enjoyable than any bike I've test ridden on this route, which is a general street route. This is a fun little bike, dude.